off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Let's go! To the air, it's Frederick. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Rush is on him. Right on the money. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. No, he got loose. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are so...
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Scanning the field, it's Frederick. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it, 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Frederick. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Frederick. Sets up the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open. He can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense?
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. He'll heave it deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. To the air, it's Frederick. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Quick step and go. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it and keep running and chew up some yards after the catch.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hubs it downfield. Connection to the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He caught it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job by the...
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Frederick. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They've got the screen set up. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Moves. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Pitt. The punishment has been extended.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Looking to scramble. He makes a catch. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after a good game there. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang...
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Frederick. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Downfield. He's got an open man. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it. Turns it on down the left side. Inside. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Pound 55 weak.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's the handoff. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Frederick. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of one. The Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the Panthers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping.
Great place to start for this offense.
Cricket.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The give on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Wants to throw. It's Frederick. Here comes the heat. Open space at the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
Okay.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Handoff from the gun. And they picked up 9 on.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's Frederick. Looking to the big tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim and you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the score.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense.
2-9 Philly.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got the first down. Looking for more. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's second and long.
Come on, set.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And there's no mercy rule in college football.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
55 weak. Go!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Ripped off the chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Trying play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
A strike downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Frederick. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Easy.
To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, a lot of space. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. After the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
And he makes a play in the...
Ready? Set.
He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Frederick. Throws to the wideout. open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
29 Philly. 2.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it first and 10 from the 41. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Back to throw, it's Frederick. Gets it to him on the screen. He's inside the 15. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 29.
Pound 55 wheel.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt! The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, he's not just staying in the...
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to pass it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same.
On the set. Igloo.
From the gun, the ground game. past the sticks, and he may get more. After the filthy move, he's got room. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Off play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Green 25.
Looking to throw, it's Frederick. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing deep. Snags it. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities.
Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Off play action on first down. Buys a little extra time. Hauls it in down the sideline. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Trying play action. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Panthers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Keeps looking downfield. Still running at the 35. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Looking to throw, it's Frederick. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you can tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Oh, what a cut! Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's got 93 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers, and that one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the
first play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Frederick. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This drive will start at the 6-yard line.
42, spike.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's a really...
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
QB draw. Got enough for the first. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Pitt. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
That pass is... Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Got his man downfield. He's loose. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, Panthers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
They had a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke the football.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the fourth quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Frederick. Fires into the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Spider. Here we go. Moves. Ready. Green 25. Ready. Get set. Get set. Ready, go. Easy. Ready, ready. Philly. Hot. Here we go. Ready, set. Set. Hot. Go. Here we go. Ready, ready. Cobra. Set. On the double. Hey.
To throw, it's Frederick. Using the quick game. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. He wants to throw it. He's in open space downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking for a man, it's Frederick. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. Flips it out on the screen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Dropping back, it's Frederick. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
The Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. Quarterback this time flush to his left.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Ready up.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go.
Back to pass, it's Frederick. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
Second quarter.
On the ready. Easy.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Makes a connection. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Moves.
Back to throw, it's Frederick. Complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Frederick. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
29 filling. Ready?
Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Defense has had their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And the ball squirted out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Tight end now in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Plucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the big yardage. With that play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback moving. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. To the air, it's Frederick. Makes the grab on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pitt. Great job by the back on the option. Now you know why you do all of those squats. How about this? These guys are going for two. Scanning the field, it's Frederick. There's the pressure. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impact. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense set on first down. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49.
325.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Pittsburgh. And once he found open space, the man. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
29.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Frederick. Makes the grab. On the move is the 30. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous. And he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They're setting up the screen. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
Easy.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on.
Ready up.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Under fire. Always always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Frederick. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You have a big lead. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Frederick. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires to the big fella. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive...
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a direct snap. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.